Talked about having political support. I've noted, I've been somewhat amused, frankly, that the Obama administration, as much as it tries to distinguish itself from the Bush administration, which came before, has engaged in behaviors very, very similar to the Bush administration. I'm thinking about the instance where certain tactics that the Obama administration has employed in what we used to call the war on terror, which no one was questioning in the early days, but where that tacit acceptance eroded very sharply. As Chuck has pointed out, they were very reluctant to seek permission from Congress, or even to inform Congress. And yet I would argue that in instances where the use of force is being used in our name and on our behalf, we ought to get a vote, or at least our representatives ought to get a vote. And that leads me to the final issue that I wanted to raise, which has to do with congressional oversight. I've benefited greatly from my close encounters with congressional oversight over the years, but I would have to tell you that it has largely been a disaster. And I'm sure that there are at least two sides to this story. I don't claim objectivity, but if I had to sum up the problem in 10 words or less, I'd say it's because Congress wants to be respected, they want to be consulted, but they don't want to take responsibility at the end of the day. And they certainly don't want to be held accountable afterwards. And so you might think, given my experience, that I would want less congressional oversight rather than more. But in fact, I think that there ought to be more. And in fact, I think that the one power that is given to Congress to stop activities that it objects to is the power of the purse. Well, by God, I think that the oversight committees ought to use it. I'm not aware of a single instance in which the oversight committees over the intelligence community have actually through the authorization process, have proscribed the intelligence community from doing anything. It seems to me that if they were on the record having voted that money ought not to be appropriated for a given purpose, they would then be on the record, and I think that we could at least count on some accountability from Congress at the end of the day.